Get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust your...
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, it's Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Let's go, baby.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On first down, Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. Jackson now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
In your face. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're trying.
From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Shoot. 36. Come on. Yo, watch the motion. Let's go, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Jackson, dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He was brought down by Quentin Jefferson.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson, what a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he hits his running back, Procise. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dust.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate.
strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Drop deep, drop deep.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bosa. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
36 to Mike. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
General West. 11.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 27, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ingram. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Don't get nervous.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Second and 7.
Check three.
23-yard line.
Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
He don't want it. Check 31. Mike 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there.
To throw again. Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Wait. Switch.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Watch the shit. X3. 218, jump.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
11.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down. It's Coleman, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the 13.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Fresno. Check. You got tight right there. Hey, alert.
Hand off Coleman, right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Tyler, 64, 57 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I got you. Mike 56, Mike. Who that? 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey. Mike 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check up. 54. Let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Up, go. We own them.
To try again after the sack. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Watch safety 3.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Go. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Showing it, showing it.
Ingram. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Echo, echo. 56, Mike, 56. Get that quarterback at all costs. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, folks. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check, 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 check. Run it.
Throwing is Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And it'll make it second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 48. Mike 48. Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Man. 21. Here we go. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Garoppolo now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Garoppolo on first down. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, alert! 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 Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Shift, shift.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
I got you. I got you.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam, slam, slam.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. On 1st down, it's Ingram. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there, 56.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So that one will be accepted.
We got this.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
It's just me and you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Army. Mike 56. Mike 56. Switch up. Check 37. Come on.
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Right there. 54 Mike. Right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
You must be dreaming.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
One Omaha. Line 36.
Push him back.
Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ingram again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's James. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.